Welcome, conspiracy theorists. We're now live. So today I'm going to go through the flat Earth arguments. I'm going to debunk the flat Earth arguments. I'm going to explain why I don't think it's credible. I'm going to explain why these people, the elites, did not have any incentive, I think, to fake flat Earth because they gained zero from it. I don't know, zero, pretty much zero, unless they ran some scam with taxpayer dollars. Pretty much zero. That would be then. And then we're going to go on why I think they did fake the moon landing, because they had a ton of incentive to do so and a ton of taxpayer dollars that they were stealing from them, and there's a ton of contradictions in it. So we're going to we're going to explore all the arguments right here and now. Let's get into it. Okay. Then the number one, like, absolutely biggest freaking argument is it attacks the earth is an immovable plane Bible verse. The problem with this is that it's just taken out of context. It's just fake. It's not real. Really, what the verse and the original meaning of the verse is, Hebrew word mut. I don't know if it's moat, something like that. It's the O with the weird thing on the top, and T. It's like that weird one of those weird letters that Tolkien uses in his Orc language because, of course, it was inspired by Hebrew. And it does not mean this. It does not mean immovable plane. It does not mean immovable at freaking all. You know what it means? It means unshakable or unable to be weakened. So that's just taken out of context. So why would the elites have any incentive to fake it if it's not attacking the Bible at all? Why? Why? I see no point in it anymore because they had no incentive at all to fake it. They had absolutely zero incentive to fake it because of this. And the second one is also a debunking. But first, yeah, so pretty much that's just taken out of context. And that, when my buddy showed me and pointing that out, because I was seeing all these arguments, I'm like, they're pretty valid, and I can see the incentive to do it. But when he started pointing these out, I started realizing it all came crumbling down. Like, and that's the number one reason. The number two reason is crazy, but yeah, I mean, when you go it down, it's like, why would they spend this much money and this much money propagating stuff and pushing this message if they have zero to gain from it? They just want us to believe flat Earth because? No, the church and Christ has to be involved for it to actually give them any incentive. Because remember, the devil is fueling these satanic people, these occultists in the occult. Okay. Number two is it attacks the church because they believe the earth was flat. This is just a flat out lie, pun intended, but because every time a scholar would even claim and try to use the Bible to say maybe it's saying the earth is flat, the church would literally call them, what is it called? They would say they're blaspheming. They would call them heretics. That's what it is. They would call them heretics and kick them out of the church. I'm not saying everything that the Catholics do and all the churches call heretics is actually heretics, because they call Martin Luther a heretic for pointing out that you cannot just pay for your sins to be able to get a sin-free pass and be able to sin whenever you want. That was completely wrong, and they've had other things like that in the past where they have corruption in their church. But I think it is a valid argument to see and believe and see that the church never believed this. The church always believed that the earth was round. So what incentive would it do? Not only is it not attacking the Bible to psyop everybody and say that it's flat or that it's round and it's not flat, it's also not attacking the church or Christians at all, because they never believed that. And anybody who claimed that in church history was deemed a heretic and kicked out of church. Same as everybody who said the Earth wasn't the center of the universe was deemed as a heretic and kicked out of the Earth, which is why I think the Earth is. I mean, the moon landing is fake because they had incentive for that. Okay, we'll get into that later, but yeah, I don't see the incentive at all. I don't see why the elites would risk everything, pay tons of money, risk having everything found out, and there being revolutions if there's no incentive. If they're not attacking the cross, if they're not attacking Christ, if they're not attacking the church, there's no incentive at all. You can say, "Oh, they're attacking Muslims." You think we care? They care about Muslims? Muslims have this satanic religion, which is just a bastardized version of Judaism with a little devil worship sprinkled in. It's not true. Like all other religions, it's a psyop. Like all other religions, it's satanic in origin, and it still carries its satanic to this day. And it's a psyop to take people from Christianity to them because, oh, it's the same thing. and they're the only people who believe these pagan things. They still believe these pagan things that they can go to Christ and or they can go to God in heaven in different ways. You know who else believes that? Pagans. It's from the paganistic past. It's from the Egyptian paganistic past, which is why no, they will not do that at all. They will not attack the Quran, attack the Muslims because the Muslims are on their side. Okay, no, they would not. Just like how? What the frick is this? How do I expand my chat to see this? Hold on, Lilith. Hold on. Flat Earth is just a good troll. No, it's just a misinterpretation of the Bible, really. That's the truth. Oh, no, I guess yeah, yeah. It's just a misinterpretation of the Bible. Did you see what I was talking about before? Because it's basically just a huge misinterpretation of the Bible, and it's basically the foundations of it and the incentive of the elites to do it is just a lie at this point, really. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the actual arguments of the flat earth that they believe, which were kind of compelling, but I still do not believe flat earth. Another one is every photo of earth is yeah, it's a misinterpretation of the immovable plane because it's actually the actual real wood, it's not immovable, it's unbreakable or unable to be broken or unshakable, meaning nothing outside of God or anything else can break it. Like a lot of these, like a lot of these climate activists try to claim it can. That's what it's saying basically. It's not saying that it's not rotating. So now I'm gonna get into the arguments. Every photo of the Earth is AI generated. What's a It's true, and NASA admits it. And I still don't believe flat Earth. I'm just looking into the arguments to say which they're all AI generated, all of them, every single one. I still don't think it's flat. I still absolutely disbelieve that it's flat, but it is a good argument. It's a good argument. I still don't. Again, I don't believe it's flat, but all of it's AI generated. And yes, I see, and I do believe this is my true belief. We don't actually have the technology and the photos to be able to actually capture a round fully picture of Earth, which is why the next point I will talk about this, it's always flat when there's real photos, but we don't have the technology for that. But I see their point. It's kind of fishy. Yes, I do see their point, and this is one of the things that was very compelling. You can't actually have any real round photos of Earth, but NASA admits this. And yeah, and to debunk this, really, I have to say, we don't have the technology for this, guys. We don't really have the technology at all, and probably won't ever to have a camera that is so technologically advanced and huge that it can capture the entire Earth. And even if so, how can you do that? You have to do it at different angles, which is why the next point I'm going to debunk. Where the fuck is it? Which is another point. Every real photo of Earth is flat. It's hard to find, and I've searched a lot to find it, but it's really, really hard to find. But there are real photos of Earth, and it shows them to be flat. But what I said before, and what I will say is, how can you capture a multi-angled circle Earth without capturing one point that shows it to be flat? There's no way that we have the technology to do that zoomed out Earth. We have a camera big enough, and even if so, you can only get it at one angle. So there was no point. There was no way to picture to actually show that the Earth is round in pictures, which is why this argument is stupid. Because you can't actually show that this thing is real. You can't actually show that the flat Earth just because it shows it at one angle doesn't prove that it's flat Earth. I see the argument. I see how it looks fishy, but I just think it's untrue, and I think it's kind of just looking at one side if you really look at it. You can't see much curvature in the Earth. I mean, here's where I'm going to play devil's advocate a lot, and I have, but I'll play it a lot. You can't actually see curvature in the, or you can see some, and they don't actually believe it's just flat plane. They believe there's some globe needs no defending to anyone with a brain. Star trails are enough to know that the Earth must be round. Uh, I think you need to defend it, and I think we should defend it and look at both sides. And calling the other side stupid is kind of not very good faith. So I'm never going to do that. But you, as these Earth guys, or these flat earthers say, you can't see much curvature in the Earth because they actually believe that there's some curvature. So at that, I'll give them some of that, but I don't know. There's not. I still see the point where there's not much you can do to prove that the Earth is round or flat. But I think there's no incentive to say it's flat, and there is some proof that it is round. But it's kind of like a lot of things with Christianity, a lot of things with these other religions, atheists, and this. There's some proof for both sides. I mean, there's not much incentive for this to fake it, and I see so many like wrong things in it. But only some sides will have some evidence, and then the other sides have some evidence, and you have to choose within your own beliefs. It's almost a faith thing. But I still think there's, as I've pointed out, the contradictions of this. It makes no sense to fake it, which is why I think the Earth is round. Okay, you can run your finger around a plate. This is what they believe. So when you fly, they say, yeah, you can see some curvature because you can. How can you fly from point A to point B and from all around the world? It's because you can run your finger around the plate. That's what they believe. Believe. I don't think that means that the Earth is flat. I don't think that that gives them any arguments, but that's what they believe. I'm just stating what they believe and playing devil's advocate, even though it's kind of meaningless and it doesn't serve much purpose, really. Okay, so yeah, in conclusion, I don't think that these flat Earth arguments are that good, and there's no incentive for the elites to fake it because it doesn't attack Christianity, it doesn't attack Christ in the Bible, it doesn't attack the church because these are just church myths and the contradictions. They're just not true, and misinterpretations of the Bible, and not any of these arguments make much sense either because the photos of the Earth being AI generated is the only way you can do it. Really, it is the only way. You cannot capture, even if you had the biggest camera in the world, you would have to do it at one angle, and you can, in the since the Earth has multiple angles, even being round, there's no way, even if I don't know if we could ever get the technology to make it so we can get a full rounded Earth at one angle. That makes no sense. So yeah, I'm just debunking these points. In conclusion, I don't think it's real. In conclusion, even though I'm going to continue this stream and talk about whether the moon landing is faked or not, you can't see these arguments aren't real arguments, and some of them, yeah, that's kind of fishy, but there's no way we can prove it. Most of it's just lack of proof, and that does not disprove anything, really. It's like kind of an atheist argument if you think about it. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go change the chat because this is way too big. How do I even? Nah, bro, I'm just gonna have to zoom out. Chinese satellite has no issues taking images of full Earth in view. Really? Let me see that. But do they computer generate too? Let's see this. Chinese over Earth. I know they're technologically more advanced. It's just as CGI as when you take a picture with your phone or tablet. Oh, you mean it advances? What's the satellite called? They still look like kind of computer generated, but I don't think that gives any real arguments to the flat earthers. But there's just no way. I don't think you can do that. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether that's true or not. Maybe I should have looked into that or heard of it or something. I've just gone through so many flat earth arguments and hours and hours and hours and so many debates, and I've never seen that. That's weird. But yeah, I'm not sure about that. But even if it wasn't so, and if that's not true, it still doesn't disprove that the Earth is not round. It is round, I think, because as I said before, there's no incentive. There's no way we can actually capture real pictorial evidence of it because it would have to be at one angle, and we just don't have the technology for that. But I think there is some truth in the moon landing argument, so I'm gonna look into that. Let's see. I'm gonna zoom this out. Okay, here's the free. Here's the moon landing is faked arguments that I've looked into, and I can say there's some incentive. It attacks the church because we always believed the earth was the center of the universe. I absolutely think, well, the satellite is far enough to take a picture. No problem. Huh. Do you know what the satellite's called? Because I cannot find it anywhere. Holy crap. Chinese uh, pictures. Huh. Trying to find it, but I don't know what it's called, and I can't really find any photos. Maybe if I look at real or raw. I'm not sure, but it's played on FTFE a lot. Oh, E, uh, huh? Do you know what video he used in it? Let's see.
Previously.
We chased a flat Earth bimbo off the Discord. I'll see if I can find it. Okay, report back. I'll be waiting. He has 6 videos on flat Earth and are hilarious. They look hilarious. What's this one? We chased a flat Earth bimbo off the internet. Do you know which one had the satellite though? Is it this one? Bimbos are the representation of pretty privilege though. Oh, cool hard logic. Is it a different YouTuber or is it like the video? Cool hard logic. Okay, so it's a different guy. Huh. Do you know which video it is? Oh, okay. This one right here. World of Badass. Yeah, I'm just gonna zoom it. We'll watch this.
It's showtime.
Well, my headphones and stuff. The number one, no, the flat Earth. Oh, number one. Oh, not the first most recently. Okay. Let's go. This dude is obsessed with this. Just like me. Sky Demons. Let's go. This one, right? Okay. Play. Okay. Let me close these so it loads better.
Thanks to an absence of dangerous wild carnivores, many a hopeless fool has survived long enough to gain access to consumer technology and computers with which they share their utter puzzlement at the world around them. When a certain demographic can't understand something, the conclusions they reach are off the chart. Welcome to World of Batshit. We'll be starting this series by taking a look at the sky. What mysteries does the sky contain? Aircraft. Yes, Aircraft, it seems, are highly challenging objects to some. I don't mean remote indigenous populations who are...
But thank you for showing me this, because I'm not a huge scientist and like smart scientist guy. I just looked into a bunch of debates and arguments and thought, contradictions, not true, unbiblical. As a man of God, I could see this was completely unbiblical, but I'll let the video play.
Are entitled to go about their business. I mean people living in modern societies who don't understand aircraft. Here's one having a channel by the name of Monroe. He's a Jesus botherer who sees signs of end times and demons wherever he looks, as do many of his commentards, who seem to think that the solution to their woes isn't to seek professional help, but to pray to an invisible psychopath in the sky to protect them from the global doom they believe is on its way. You know, the end times that fear-mongering arseholes have been failing to predict for 2,000 years, and we all know how well they did in 2012. Monroe thinks the moon is fake, and that aircraft in the sky are fake too. In this hilarious offering he claims that a fake aircraft, which still makes noise, flies straight through a fake moon, which can clearly be seen behind high-level cloud that the aircraft is below.
Oh, I caught it! It went through the moon!
Fake moon landing is slowly but surely losing its validity by me.
Contributing factors to the effect that Monroe captured, both of which are easily spotted. The first is glare. With something that is relatively thin in profile, it's not at all difficult for a bright light to
Oh, that's the world of bat. Watch the flat earth ones. Okay. Dang. 1 minute wasted. Or something. Let me find it. Huh. Is it questions for flat earthers set 1? Is it this one? Yep, that one too. Okay. Let's go.
In over 55,000 comments on the Testing Flat Earth series so far,
playlist.
no flat...
Let's see. Okay, let's see. Playlist. Okay, here we go. Did we finally... Or that, LOL.
I told
Did we find it though? Is this the one? Testing? Okay, yeah, we finally found it, boys.
I would kill you and I'd be back. I wouldn't want to be a liar.
Guess I'll watch the whole thing.
Greetings, dear viewer. So this is the first part of a new series that will pick through the manure pile of flat earthers.
Vince, apparently they prefer the word retard.
Eh? Oh, how very quaint.
Flatards think there is a global conspiracy to hide the shape of the Earth, a conspiracy that dates back to antiquity, yet is all due to NASA and the United Nations, organisations formed in 1958 and 1945 respectively. What these mental defectives have yet to do is explain why the shape of the Earth is so significant that such a concerted effort to hide its shape would be necessary, let alone why treating the Earth as a spheroid allows the rest of humanity to be far, far, far more productive than they are. The best they can come up with is hand-waving about trying to undermine faith in their magic sky wizard, who allegedly built a flat Earth inside a giant snow globe just so that his creations could scuttle around talking to the ceiling and praising his capriciousness. Basically, their argument boils down to, "But my holy book!" They can't even agree on whether their flat Earth has an edge. Some of them think it does to suit their view of living in a giant snow globe. Others think it just goes on forever. This alone gives us a valuable insight into the fast pace of flat-earth research, because all they had to do at some point was travel a few thousand kilometers and find out. It's not like the last few thousand years they think they've been around have lacked the technologies to enable them to do that. They've had access to the same tools for measuring distances, directions and positions as the rest of us, and yet their achievements are nil. Despite this, these vacant-minded gobshites think they can make pronouncements about reality without having explored it. So, now that we have set the scene of who we're dealing with, let's get cracking. Flatards think Earth looks like this, because they saw it on a flag. This and this are examples of an azimuthal equidistant projection, one of many ways of projecting a three-dimensional spheroidal surface onto a two-dimensional one. If you've ever tried flattening out an orange peel into a nice map of its former self, you'll have noticed the problem. Presenting a rounded 3D surface in 2D means that something has to give. In the case of an azimuthal equidistant projection, what stays intact? Lines of longitude radiate from the center of this polar projection, so directions from the center point will be represented correctly. In fact, the center point is the only point on this projection where one can determine the direction and distance to any other point correctly. For other points, only distances along lines of longitude will be consistent with reality. Distances and directions between any other 2 points
True. How is this guy so logical and still funny at the same time?
will be incorrect. Consequently, shapes and areas are also incorrect, and become increasingly distorted the further from the center of the map they are. We'll come back to that. The azimuthal equidistant projection does have some practical applications, but for general navigation, the problems highlighted mean it's an absolute clusterfuck. Consequently, Flatards parading this as their go-to map of the world gives some indication of just how little thought they've put into things, as well as revealing that they've never tried to use it. Due to their avoidance of doing anything more difficult than navel-gazing, Flatards preemptively claim that anything that looks a bit tricky can't be done. For instance, they can't even find out how big their Discworld is because the UN would stop them.
Hey, this is Zerka's final boss. This is the only person that can probably out-funny him in a debate. I would love to see this, because he'll probably destroy him.
Of course!
It is claimed that they patrol the southern seas and stop anyone going too far and finding the edge of the world. What these oxygen-deprived mouth breathers have failed to consider are the logistical requirements of such an operation. So let's do the thinking for them.
It's inhabitable, right?
Let's get a ballpark
But uninhabitable.
figure on how many patrol boats they would need. The straight line distance from the North Pole to the tip of South America is about 16,200 kilometers. Since Flatards claim that distances on land are the same on their magic Discworld as they are in reality, it's going to be 16,200 kilometers for them too. Let's have our patrols passing roughly
Yeah, maybe I'll look at the new ones later.
halfway between Tierra del Fuego and the Krakow Peninsula, say 16,500 kilometers from the North Pole. This gives a circumference of roughly 103,700 kilometers of ocean to patrol continuously. Place a boat, say, every 10 kilometers, so no Flatard can sneak past under the horizon, and the UN needs around 10,000 patrol boats just to stop Flatard explorers discovering the truth. Ignoring the high probability that no Flatard has explored further than the edge of their trailer park, I for one look forward to them providing proof of the largest boat fleet in the world, comprised of craft capable of handling the worst of the Southern Ocean. I also look forward to them finding out where they were built,
He made 6? Well,
who by,
he's more committed than me for sure.
how much for, identifying shipyards capable of churning out 10,000 such vessels, and finding out where all the boat builders and crew actually
They
are.
need to obtain proof of the world's largest boat fleet. Find out where they were built, who, by, how much, for, etc. Identify shipyards capable of producing this many vessels. Find the boat builders and crews. Dang, Flat Earthers got a lot more to do than they're used to. They can hardly form a sentence.
Given that nobody has noticed any of this stuff going on. Then, of course, they can explain why no Flatard undertook such an expedition before the UN created this alleged fleet to stop them. There is, of course, one key reason why nobody will ever find the missing boats and their missing crew, and that's because it's just another pathetic
Blood quoted Benjamin Franklin.
ad hoc excuse concocted by flat earthers to try and account for their bone idleness. That and the idea that the Earth is flat is bollocks.
Bollocks.
Noting that flatards claim that distances on land are the same on their fantasy world, they've failed to consider a simple and fundamental problem. Whilst you could just stick a landmass onto a polar grid without changing distances between its locations, you can't do so without changing their coordinates. The best you can hope for is to get one line of points matched up, but then the coordinates of everywhere else are wrong. It's inescapable. Consider, for instance, Australia. 30 degrees south of the equator on the eastern coast is the small town of Red Rock. Let's take this point here, 30 degrees south and 153 degrees 13 minutes east. At the same latitude on the west coast, just 6 kilometers south of the town of Lehman, let's take this point at 30 degrees south, 150.
I'll let him cook, but I can see what you mean about this Chinese satellite. If this is it, yep, it pretty much shows it. But no. The commies are trying to psyop us into being atheist, right? Of course.
15 degrees east. The difference in longitude is 38 degrees and 13 minutes. If you were to set off from our point near Red Rock and drive west until you got to our point near Lehman, you would cover a distance over land between these 2 points of 3,687 kilometers. So what happens if we travel along the same 30 degrees south latitude line for 38 degrees and 13 minutes on the polar grid of the flat Earth? The 30 degrees south line is 13,322 kilometers from the geographic North Pole and must be on the flat Earth too, for reasons we saw earlier. We know the longitudinal and hence angular separation between our 2 points at this latitude, 38 degrees and 13 minutes, or 38.217 degrees. The length of an arc on a circle subtended by an angle alpha is alpha pi r over 180. When we crunch the numbers, we find that 2 points on the flat Earth surface, 30 degrees south of the equator, and separated by 38 degrees and 13 minutes, are 8,886 kilometers apart. This is 2.41 times greater than the real distance between our points near Red Rock and Lehman. But flatards say that distances on land are the same on their giant space pizza as in real life, in this case 3,687 kilometers. In that case, they must agree that the separation in longitude on the flat Earth must be considerably.
Dang! How can you be this off? Bro failed math. What? Flat Earthers all failed math. What? Or geography. What? Or both. What? How can it be this much of a difference? And what he said before also, when Zerka said that the Earth is an infinite plane, I'm like, no, that is where I disagree. How can it be infinite? What, are we in Minecraft now?
Smaller than it is in real life. It's an inescapable feature of the geometry.
Almost 3
if we
times? Dang!
make L 2.41 times smaller, we must make
Now that is unbelievable, just like Flat Earth.
the angle alpha 2.41 times smaller, which means that on the flat Earth, the difference in longitude between our points near Red Rock and Lehman would be just 15.85 degrees. Reality, however, begs to differ. And that's a paradox that flatards can't resolve. These points are 3,687 kilometers apart, and their longitudes are separated by 38 degrees and 13 minutes. It is simply impossible for flatards to keep distances the same without giving glaring discrepancies in their own coordinate system, and it is impossible to keep the coordinates of locations the same without giving glaring discrepancies in distances, and consequently the shapes of land masses. Particularly paranoid flatards needn't rely on GPS to check this. They can use the old-fashioned methods of establishing longitude and latitude, and find themselves wondering why reality disagrees with their stupid beliefs. For the rest of us, the reason is simple. They are geometrically illiterate buffoons, and this is bollocks. The claim that distances on land are the same in the flatard disk world would also obviously mean that distances over sea couldn't be. As with problems on land, the further south you go, the greater the discrepancies would become if you travel over the ocean in anything other than a north-south direction. This also screws up simple travel. Qantas fly direct from Sydney to Johannesburg in South Africa 6 days a week. It's a direct distance of 11,060 kilometres, with the flight taking around 13 hours and 20 minutes at a speed of 830 kilometres an hour. As you might have expected, things on the flat Earth aren't quite so simple. Sydney Airport is 151.1772 degrees east. Johannesburg's OR Tambo Airport is 28.2461 degrees east. The difference in longitude is therefore 122.9311 degrees. Sydney Airport is 13,759 kilometres from the North Pole. OR Tambo Airport is 12,894 kilometres from the North Pole. Now that we have two sides of the triangle and the angle between them, we can use the law of cosines to calculate the straight line distance from Sydney to Johannesburg on the flat Earth. The distance d is equal to the root of a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cos c. When we crunch the numbers, we find that on the fantasy flat Earth, the distance is 23,419 kilometres. This is more than twice as far as it is in reality. For the Boeing 747-400s that Qantas use on this route, this poses something of a problem. With maximum payload, they have a maximum range of 13,438 kilometres, which means they would fall rather short of their intended destination, which somewhat defeats the purpose of a direct flight. Fear not though, the route taken by the Flatard Airways flight would pass over Papua New Guinea, China, the Himalayas, India, the Gulf of Oman, the Arabian Peninsula, the Gulf of Aden, the countries of East Africa, including a nice view of Lake Malawi, so could refuel along the way. There is, however, a
Logic has left the chat.
lack of stopover options along the route. The Tibetan Plateau has a paucity of international airports. India's Indira Gandhi Airport is a bit too close to maximum range. Qantas don't fly there anyway. The next best option with a long enough runway might be Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose International. However, it's more than 1,000 kilometres off the most direct route on the flat Earth, and Qantas don't fly there either. So, if the Earth is flat, where do these flights go? Since no passengers who have flown
the Earth into the space and they die.
direct
According to Vlado.
between Sydney and Johannesburg have ever spotted China, the Himalayas, the Arabian Peninsula or Eastern Africa, let alone stopped at any of their bloody airports, we can
Whoa. You do know that's all a psyop to get us to believe in round Earth, right?
be quite sure that this isn't the route taken. Also, as passengers on these flights do arrive in the scheduled 13.5 hours or so, Flatard Airways would have to fly at an average speed of 1,756 kilometers per hour, and faster with a refueling stop, rather than the more sedate 830 we found earlier. The maximum speed for a 747-400 is 988 kilometers per hour. So, unless Flatards can demonstrate that a 747-400 can fly at nearly double its rated maximum speed, and do so without critical components like wings and tailplanes simply being ripped off, and tell us where all the extra fuel is stored, and explain the slight discrepancy in scenery.
It's also a good vid to watch on YouTube is most detailed ISS tour. It's like 40 minutes of high quality 0G LOL. Wow. Yeah, I'll probably watch that. But I don't know how that'll work on a stream unless I like make a video and chop it up and find the clips that are good for the debunking flat earth or the good clips or whatever.
On the flight, we can safely say that the idea that the Earth is flat is bollocks. There is an even simpler problem which is a consequence of using a polar coordinate system: long-distance navigation.
Got another viewer in the house. What's up?
Travelling north or south are the only ways to travel in a straight line if you maintain a constant heading. If you maintain, say, a westerly compass heading on a
What's up, Pollux?
flat Earth, you will follow
We're currently debunking flat earth.
a curved path. It will
You missed all when I was debunking flat earth, but you're here for this guy. So,
be inevitable. Clearly, though, following a curved path on a constant compass heading is no good for commercial aviation, as it would waste prodigious amounts of fuel. The way to use the lowest amount of fuel and maximise your profit is obviously to travel as close to a straight line path as you can. Two problems would manifest themselves were flatards to try it. The first is one we've already seen. On the flat Earth, the straight line route takes you over a completely different path and completely different sites. This ties in with our earlier point about maintaining coordinates of locations. The second is with the compass. If you take the straight line path between two distant points on a flat Earth, your compass bearing would drift over time even if you kept the aircraft in level flight. For instance, start flying west and keep the plane in straight flight, and on the flat Earth, your compass is going to drift south of that. Since flatards seem to think that with
Earth
a
is
round
always
Earth you have
round. Yeah, and like I said when you weren't here, they have no incentive to fake it. Because why would they fake it? When the only verse that says it's a movable plane and it's not rotating is taken out of context, and it really means it's unshakable and unable to be broken outside of anything, outside of a god. So, and it doesn't attack the church because the church never believed it, and it was all a myth. And anybody who proclaimed it was deemed as a heretic. So there's no incentive, and all the arguments fall flat on their face. It's true.
to constantly point down to stop aircraft flying off into space, and conclude that Earth must be flat because they can't feel the plane flying down, they should, by the same pathetic reasoning, expect a plane flying west to be constantly banking to the right to maintain a westerly course. And remember, the further north the aircraft is, the more pronounced that bank is going to have to be, because the tighter the arc is going to be. And yet, not even flatards in North America and Canada have noticed this taking place and waved it around gleefully as proof of their cod.
I'll let him cook again, but yo, the reason I know that Destiny wasn't a real Christian and he was before just like, I feel like a Christian to convince his parents that he's a Christian because that's what his parents want as he's a teenager, is because if he knew this, then he would easily debunk Zerker in every flat earth debate simply by pointing out that fallacy, simply by pointing out that nobody ever believed in flat earth in church history and actually looked into it. Then he would wipe the floor with him. But instead, John Zerka provided a lot of good arguments that he could have easily debunked with the... They have no freaking incentive to do it, do they? I'm a Christian. Earth being round is an easy proof of God to me. Globe is an intelligent design. I agree. But the flat earthers don't. Make a video about two mad allegations. I might. I might. I've seen it's just allegations. There's some video evidence of him saying, yes, I manipulated this miner and I ate my cupcake, but there's his face isn't in it. I've seen a Cheetos video on it. It seems to be there's allegations of course, but there's no proof coming out. Maybe I'll either make a video saying, yeah, these are allegations and we should continue to look into it, but guilty, innocent until proven guilty, same as I did with the Tate case. But or I'll wait until it's proven or disproven and make a video on the full thing. I don't know. I'll probably make a video on the two mad allegations and say, yeah, innocent until proven guilty and allegations, but these are the allegations. Take them as you will, and we should look into it more and wait for the news and see what will uncover. and maybe nothing will uncover like it did with Cyrus.
Wallop. If flat Earth
By the way, who would call the moon landing if there were only one person? Huh? I don't know. I don't know. Who recorded the moon? Huh? Was it one person? I thought the Apollo project had a lot of people. What? I don't know. There's the moon landing argument actually has some incentive in it if you look into it, and it has some things are a little fishy when you look into it. But I'm not sure if I fully believe it or fully disbelieve it right now.
gods had passports
We'll get into moon landing after we watch this.
and brains, they would have noticed that none of these effects happen, and never will, because this is bollocks. We're only just getting started, and we've already found some simple problems that are mathematically and geometrically irreconcilable between two differently shaped objects. We've seen that flat earths can't even wrap their heads around the effects of their idiocy in 2 dimensions, so it's perhaps not surprising that their failures become even more laughable when dealing with 3. In the next part,
Hey, Pollux, all you need to do to show a flat earther that they're stupid. One guy stay behind to record takeoff, he's still there. Yeah, I thought there was like a ton of people in there. But look, this is all you need. All you need is just
115 degrees east.
Wait, it zoomed out.
The difference is bedrock. Let's take this point here, 30.
Satellites don't work. That's a conspiracy. Just show them some satellites from China. Hey, Lilith, do you have any freaking videos against the moon landing thing? Wait, let me show Pollux my notes. Oh wait, close. These are my notes on flat Earth. Jeez, the chat is getting in the way. The chat will be small for now. Okay, it attacks the Earth is a movable plane, Bobiverse. As I said, I'll show you this Pollux. These are the arguments they bring up. It does not actually say it's an immovable plane. The original word is mote, something weird. It has the M and the weird that over the O and the T that's used in the Orc language because it's basically it's like inspired by Hebrew, and it actually means unable to be weakened or unshakable, which means nothing outside of God's power or anything can affect or hurt the earth or shake it. So there's no freaking incentive to do it because from the elite's perspective, because it doesn't attack the Bible at all. And the second thing they say is it attacks the church because they always believed the earth was flat, which is a complete myth. And whenever you look into it, I'm probably repeating myself like 5 times in the stream, but I really want you guys to see this. It shows you they never, when you look into it with a simple Google search, they never believed that at all. They never ever believed that. And that's just a myth. And if you look into it, anybody, any scholar, any philosopher, anyone who ever claimed that, there's like 10 in history, I think, that are recorded, I've seen in articles, they all were deemed as heretics and kicked out. And I said before, I'm not saying every person that they kicked out for being a heretic was an actual heretic. Like Martin Luther was not a heretic. He just basically said, yeah, you guys can't pay for be able to be doing sins because that's unbiblical and you're just trying to make money, and they try to kill him for that. But this one, I think it's proof that the church never believed that. That's what I'm saying. And then these are all arguments that they bring up that are really just not that plottable. It's basically like they're just saying there's not much proof on the other end. But I did watch that and it had a lot of proof. This is before I knew of these videos, but because this is when I was looking at flat earth versus globe debates between like Zerka and Destiny. And it's basically no proof, so it means I debunk the round earth. But that's not true. Lack of proof doesn't mean proof for your side. That's pretty much it. Okay. Yo, Lilith, before I get into my notes for the moon, uh, Do we have any videos debunking the people who believe the moon is fake, the moon landing? I gotta go, sorry. Have fun with the stream. I will, thank you, Lilith. I guess I'll just have to show Pollux my moon fake arguments notes. Pollux, do you think the moon landing was real? Let's see. Does that mean we're getting a video? Oh, we might get a video, but Pollux, what do you think about the moon landing? Is it faked? I need Pollux's. If you search for debunking anti-moon landing, there's a couple, I think. Okay, I'll search. Thank you, Lilith. I'm thinking. I'm trying to think. Pollux, do you want me to read my notes first and then watch the video, or watch the video and think about it and then read my notes? Because these are the arguments in it. Oh, I should probably find that video from the John Zerka debate. Okay. Zerka versus Destiny 2. Lilith, before you leave, just a question. Do you know if if that the harnesses and the bubbles in space is actually okay, so you is actually real, or is actually actual things that are contradictions, or is it just fake, edited, or like there's stuff that can debunk it and say, yeah, there can be areas where there's bubbles in space, and there could be areas where there's like harnesses, why they used harnesses, do you think? Or what? Where's the part we talk about the flat Earth and moon? Hold on. Sorry, Pollux. It's a long debate. Let me. Let's find it. They play like little parts of it. Hold on.
Up in 2014, it was.
What did I miss? Hey, I'm back from quick shower. Oof. Not much. Not much. Basically the same crap. But now I'm going into the moon landing. Let's go. Let's watch. Okay, actually, I'm reading my notes first. Frick it. Here is. Honestly, the moon landing is the only thing I see that has actual incentive to it. It is the absolutely only thing I see that has any incentive from them to fake it. Because Flat Earth has zero incentive, as I explained before. But moon landing has some. I'm not gonna lie. The number one thing is it attacks the church because we always believed that Earth was the center of the universe. Think about it. That has incentive. When they faked the moon landing, they also discovered, and they did a lot of things, that it was not the center of the universe. In church history, and this is not a myth like the other thing. By the way, is NBA Youngboy gay because he says the F slur in his newest song? No, he's probably just cursing like rappers do, and he's probably just let me think. He's probably just like making fun of the gays. Actually, I don't know because he did not get canceled like the baby. I don't think, but he's probably just cursing. I hope he's not gay. And if he's gay, he's probably just gay for pay. Let's be honest. Like Lil Nas X, he's just faking it for the industry so they can push this stupid gay agenda. Okay, yeah, it actually has some incentive because the church forever believed this, and it's not a myth like it was with Flat Earth that they believed it and they really didn't know. They actually believed it was the center of the universe forever because anybody who pointed out that it was the center of the universe, any astrologist or someone who believed that or pushed that, was yet again called a heretic and kicked out of the church. So there was absolutely some incentive to it. There's absolutely some incentive. I absolutely think there was some incentive, unlike Flat Earth. And then there's to psyop Russia into thinking we beat them in our ego stroke. That's another incentive, or ego stroking war, because we were in this weird ego stroking war where it was where it all started because we would not let them into NATO, and then we started expanding by their country, which is still going on today. Which is why the Ukraine war is going on, because we didn't let them a part of NATO and be our allies, but us our enemies saying we're still your enemies, but we're going on their borders. So we started the Cold War, the ego stroking war, where we try to steal secrets and have secret battles and also try to flaunt what we have, the technology we have, and they don't. And we were in this like moon landing thing where who can get to the moon first? It's a race. And who can get these countries to be on our side? It's a race. Who can do this and this and this? So I think there's some incentive to psyop Russia into thinking we beat them in our ego stroking war. I mean, is that not an incentive for the entire West to win the Cold War and to win in a like, different area? I think that's incentive. I think that's absolutely cause for incentive because we were in a war with them trying to see who has the better technology. And obviously, whoever can be in the moon first has the better technology. Bubbles in freaking space. Let me find the video. Where's the bubbles in space, boy? If I go to Zerka's video with. Hold on. I'm going to Zerka's video with Sneeko to find the bubbles in space. So I can show you. Bro, JD Sweets, you lived in USA, right? Because your accent kind of different. Yeah, I live in USA. What country you live? But, yeah, I'm from, like, I think, like, I forget, West or East Long Beach. It's the nice side of Long Beach is where I'm from, but then I moved somewhere else, and everybody told me I had a different accent. But I also have some speech problems from the past. Earth is flat? Why do you think the Earth is flat, buddy? W explanations, thanks. Yeah, but I just have a different accent. But you might want to go late before in the stream to see why I don't think the Earth is flat. But W explanations, thanks. But yeah, I just have a different accent because I was from a certain side of Long Beach and then I moved here, so I don't know if that affected it. But I also have different speech patterns that make me like a speech impediment that makes me talk a little different, I think. And it's not a bad thing. I don't give a crap. All the haters try to use it to bring me down, but I don't give a crap. Uh, yo, Lambe, do you want me to? Pollock's trolling right now. Lambe, oh, yo, Lambe. You want me to tell you why I don't think it's flat? Because I gotta go back over that again on my notes on it. Earth is flat because it is simply impossible to prove the globe Earth is lie. No real photos. Yeah, I agree. There's no real photos. But where's the incentive to fake that it's flat? Because I'm gonna have to explain this for the 10th time. Sure. Yeah. There's no incentive to it because why would the elites spend all this money to fake the Earth? Like, with the Earth flat, I don't. Was there any scams for taxpayer dollars? Because I know there was some in the moon faking, but in the Earth being flat, I don't see any incentive unless it was for taxpayer dollars. Because one, the Earth is a immovable plane first. It's just taken out of context. And really, the original word is like MOT with the weird this over it. It's like moat or something. It looks like an orc word because orcish is inspired by Hebrew, and it means unbreakable or unable to be shaken. So it means anything outside of God's power, anything outside the earth, like these climate activists and climate scientists want you, political scientists basically, want you to believe. No, nothing outside of God's power, or if God intends it or makes it so, can shake the earth and can break the earth. So it's taken out of context, and that's what it means. It doesn't mean we're not rotating. It really just means nothing can break us besides the power of God. The devil can't make asteroids come down unless God lets it happen. And then another thing is, you need to do more research. They lie to control beliefs in our freedom. But it's the original Hebrew language. I know that they lie to control our freedom and they change it, but you cannot really change original ancient Hebrew. It's a misrepresentation. Satan is the father of this world. No, he's able to rule this world, but God is the father of this world. Jesus, the Trinity, is this father of this world. I know Hebrew. Do you know ancient Hebrew though? There's different versions of Hebrew also. I love Satan, bro. Stop trolling. No, there is so, and also another thing. I don't know if this is completely true or completely false, or, but the firmament is above us. You mean the atmosphere? Atmosphere. Prove space is real. I'm not a scientist, bro. I'm just pointing out that they have no incentive to do it. Prove space is fake. They have no incentive to do it. And another thing is, there's a common myth. There's a common myth. Yeah, prove Earth is flat first. But there's a common myth that the no, scripture tells us that God lets him rule this earth, but then eventually he will be stomped down by Christ and taken down in the final battle. Let's freaking go. He controls the information. Yeah, he controls a lot of information. Yeah, he controls the elites and technology. You could say that, but also he does not control. He does not control the Bible. He does not control the church. The only church he controls are the progressive Christians. And yeah, and the only religion and every other religion basically. Yes, he can. Yes, he controls Islam. Yes, he controls all the pagans. Listen to weird for 20 seconds. Yeah, but as I was saying, it doesn't even attack the church. And I know I'm on my flat earth or my moon landing thing, but since you came in and said that, it doesn't disprove the church because the church never actually believed the earth is flat. And whenever anybody, there's been like 10 people recorded in history, even just said in articles that oh, fam. Bro, I'm streaming. Hold on. Okay. Who's watching? 2 people. Yo,
Open
water.
the camera.
Can you go out?
Open the camera.
No.
Open the camera.
Bro, stop.
Tell them to turn the left.
Stop. Get away.
Tell them to turn it on.
Bro, let me debunk flat Earth. Can
Tell
you?
them to show the camera.
Bro, go out.
Who is this guy?
It's just a viewer.
Is he being mean?
No. No.
Who's that?
Bro.
It's his brother. Tell him to turn the camera on.
Bro, can you get out my frame first? You don't want to be part of my antics. You're gonna do
Don't worry. He's not normally this weird.
what?
Yeah.
I'm just not trying to get you involved in all this.
What is it?
In my politics.
Yeah, look. See, he's telling you to turn
It's
the
okay.
camera on.
Turn the camera on.
Yeah.
Why?
Because...
I'm supposed to talk about flat Earth, and you're out here distracting everyone.
Yeah, because they want to see me.
What?
Wow.
Bro, can you just go? Stop. If you can win 200,000, if you can prove the movement, the globe. Do you even have 200,000? You can't actually prove it's a globe.
Michael Jordan.
But you can't prove it's flat
Michael
either.
Jordan.
Bro, you can't prove it.
Michael Jordan.
You can't prove it's flat either. There's no proof for
Michael Jordan.
Bro, globetrotters are uneducated people. Then what are flat earthers? Satanic.
Michael Jordan.
What are flat earthers? Are they, hey, are they heretics? Because they're adding to the Bible and lying about it? Yes, I can prove the water is flat. But can you prove the earth is flat? Just because water is flat doesn't mean the earth wholly is flat. And it's really hard to explain something that was created by an infinite being. How it's one of those unexplainable things. So there's not proof much for either. Bro.
Hey, they're still here.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah. Michael Jordan.
Okay, bro, chill.
They like me more than JD Sweets.
Do they though?
Yeah.
Flat Earth is truth. The Bible tells us that the Earth has ends. Which verse?
Well, it says till the ends of the earth, but that's not what it means. It
No.
means till the end of time, like basically.
Oh! Wait, is he talking about the verse with the other time or the one from the east to the west?
I don't know. It says as far as from east as the west, but
That just means it
that
has.
goes into space.
That just means it has 2 points.
Michael Jordan.
Because east and west are like the furthest points, right?
Tell me what else I should do to Josh. Josh.
You're gonna dox us.
Josh. What's that mean?
I'm joking. Yo, tell those ladies not to come in the stream.
Who?
I don't know. I hear voices.
Maybe they're in your head.
It's probably I'm schizophrenic. Bro, aren't you a Satanist? I'm not a Satan. Oh, you're talking about this guy. I'm not, but I think this guy, flat earther is.
Tell me what I should do to Josh.
You're like distorting all the volume.
Oh. Wait, let me hear. Can I hear myself in this?
No, you can't.
Ah, I was gonna scream.
Bro, you're gonna break the mic.
Michael Jordan.
Are you calling me a Satanist or him? Josh.
Josh.
I'm not a Satanist. I'm quite the opposite. I'm a crusader. No one ever is recorded history has circumnavigation the earth from pole to pole.
Watch them just like be completely joking with you just to make you mad.
Probably. Oh, no one ever.
Funny, I do it all the time.
I do it to you too.
No, you don't.
Yeah, dude. You got pissed at me. Whoa. What? You're kinky today. No one ever in recorded history has circumnavigated the earth from pole to pole. That doesn't mean anything. Just because nobody has gone everywhere, because it's really hard for everybody to go everywhere, doesn't mean that the earth is flat. Off my mic. Okay, never mind. Lack of evidence doesn't mean that you're completely right and is evidence for you. Which is why flat earth has not much evidence. It's just saying, yeah, you guys lack evidence. It's like Christianity versus atheism. Yes, there's some evidence for both sides, but ultimately it comes down
Michael
to
Jordan.
your conclusions. F Satan and NASA. Bo, frick off. Because no one want to. Why is Antarctica off limits to civilian for independent travel? Because it's uninhabitable. That's why you have to spend so much money with the world leaders have to travel there. This guy thinks I'm a punching bag. You know what? I'm using more of my brain power to fend you off. Because Antarctica is cold as AF. Pollux is my number one defender. Yeah, because you would have to spend way too much money, and the average citizen does not have that. To actually, and why would the government give a ton of research sources just for tourists? Tourists have already pretty much destroyed a lot of culture from other places.
I think they like you, Josh.
I think they do. Because people circumnavigate the earth on a daily basis from east to west, but no one goes to the north to south. Yes, because m- most of even Russia is uninhabitable.
Wait, so it's not in here, it's in there?
What?
The chat.
It's here and there.
Well, why are those ones popping up faster?
Because I made it pop up in my widget. Because so it shows in the actual video.
Well, tell me what I should do to Josh.
No.
Yes.
Dude, use your brain. I am using your brain. You're the one not using your brain, buddy. You just said, yes, it's uninhabitable. Why would they circumnavigate if there's no incentive to circumnavigate?
I think this guy sat on the earth and made it flat.
How about you use your brain? W Pollux in the chat.
You've been streaming for an hour?
Yes.
You should see when I try to go to sleep, he won't let me.
Yeah, 'cause I'm hyping it up. How come the actor knots? You mean astronauts? Actor knots. Can't show us actual footage of space. I don't know. Do you really think that lack of evidence disproves everything?
When you're in space, you can see that the earth is round.
Well, yeah, but you can't. Actually, the what's it called? The satellites can prove
Even
it.
looking at the sky, if you
You
kind of
can
look at it, you can kind of see how it
You can
rounds.
see some curvature. Why should actors want to? Why? Yeah, why should actors want to do that? Why would they spend $1 million to look down at Earth? Explain yourself,
Enter
Lambe.
the submarine.
Yeah, because the Earth is flat.
Just like you.
At least the Earth. But wait, did you look at a white girl and thought that she was the Earth? Wait, light bends, water doesn't. Okay, just because water doesn't bend because it's a liquid doesn't prove that the Earth is flat. Hey, this globe tart is trying to silence me. You Satanist.
How am I a Satanist?
I was messing with you. Jeez. Oh. Lumbe, explain yourself. If we are flying through space at over 600,000 miles per hour, how come the stars have been in the same position for thousands of years? Is that even true?
What?
That the stars are in this? Don't stars move a ton?
I don't know.
Or is that just shooting stars? Hold on, I'm gonna fact check you. Uh, do start it up. Stars.
This is also probably by the people who said it's been billions of years.
Well, Google is Google. No, Google didn't even show people about COVID, so it's probably gonna like just drop that. Stars appear in the same positions relative. Wait, let me show you guys this. Stars rotate, but always take the same rotation. So they haven't been in the same position. Or I guess, bro really look retard to a whole nother level.
What?
No, it's Pollux. He's on our side.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Clicked on the wrong button. Stars appear in the same position relative to each other from one year to the next, but over centuries they do not, due to precession or the wobbly motion of the Earth, which causes the direction of its axis to change over longer periods of time. The reason stars appear to be stationary if the galaxy is constantly moving is because they are moving at a very slow pace compared to their distance from us. The monthly positions of the stars change because of the interaction between the rotation of the Earth because its axis and the orbit of the Earth around the Sun. You only needed to do one Google search. You only needed to do one Google search. Hey! Wait, hold on. What's the chat, bro? Maybe if I try to go. Where'd the chat go? What is blood doing back there? Now I can see the chat, right? Ow.
It's a star.
Stars rotate, but always make the same rotation, but they don't. It just said that they don't. Defend yourself. They make different rotations. The reason they might make the people think they take the same rotation is because they move slower than the everything else moving around the galaxy
No.
and the Earth and Sun's rotation.
No.
So they all move in the same directions? No, they don't. I just showed you that. They don't move in the same direction. They move in different directions and they tend to change course. If the Earth is flat, why is there no border or edge? Yeah. Lambe, do you think that the Earth is an infinite plane? And if so, why?
Why is your camera face on the bed?
What? What? I probably. Oh, I think I was about to film, but then I decided to take a walk instead and get 20,000 steps.
I'm gonna go to the 4th of July parade in the morning.
Sure. No, why is your brother gone? I want him back. I love it when he annoys you.
Yeah, me too.
Pollux, are you preying on my downfall? But Pollux, no,
See?
I don't. The firmament is terminated at Antarctica. At Antarctica. Yo, bro, can you let me debunk the flat earther?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, let me show you.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, let me show you some of these. Let me show you some of these. What you're talking about, where it makes no sense. Let me show you some of these measurements, bro. How, bro? Yo, get out! Stop! Yo, can you like
30 degrees south of the equator.
fighting you while trying to debunk flat earthers is taking like all my brain power. I what are you doing? You don't put that on me. Can you? Yo, yo, yo.
You're the Viking.
Noting that flatards claim that distances on land are the same on their
How is putting your brother your brother make you downfall? Cause he's trying to attack me.
Yeah, exactly.
If if stars were moving, then they would get smaller or larger based on their position. Just think of how objects change size as you move closer or further away from them. LOL, you think people are walking upside down from us? So stupid. What? No, no. It's because our Earth rotates with the stars and the universe rotates with itself, which is why we are in similar positions. I just said that. Oh, get out of here. Let me cook. Let me show you these measurements. They're so off. Bro,
fantasy world, they've failed to consider a simple and fundamental
that has so 2021. Get it out.
problem.
You're like a white.
Let me. What?
You're like a white girl.
Yeah, but I'm not as flat, so.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, let me show you these measurements.
Whilst you could
Lambe.
just stick a landmass onto a polar grid without changing distances between its locations, you can't
the
do
Earth is
so
too big
without
to compare.
changing their coordinates.
What the heck?
The best you
that?
can hope for is to get one line of points.
Bro, I cannot comprehend this nerd talking if you annoy me. Yo. Sorry. You. I get out of here. What? Bro, we're making Lambe wait. Get out of here. How you gonna make Lambe wait?
They care about me more.
Do they?
Yeah, look, go to the chat.
He cares about you more, but I feel like Lambe.
Yeah, Lamba or whatever.
Yo, we
What's
got
his
another
name?
person in the chat. What's up?
Oh,
Hey, well, yo, you think I'm Aiden Ross? Oh, get up. Lightsaber from Wish. What? Ow.
the dark side.
What is the dark side swallowing penis? That's where Lil Nas X went.
Eat your candy.
Okay,
Polex liked me more. Huh, Polex?
but Lambe wants me to talk about Flat Earth. Ow. Is Lambe even still in chat? Lambe, are you alive in there? Because I'm not gonna watch all these measurements if you're not in here, because I already showed Pollux this. Lambe, what about... Bro, let me debunk these flat earthers. Holy crap. Yo, yo, who's in chat?
It's matched up, but then the coordinates of everywhere else are wrong.
Lambe is gone, yay. No, he's still here. If Earth is ball, how come the force from the spin doesn't? Earth is ball. sorry.
Earth is ball.
Average flat earther. Smartest flat earther. If Earth is ball, how come the force from the spin doesn't push all the continents and oceans to the Ecuador? No, he is still alive. I'm here. Okay, Lambe. Then I'm gonna show you these measurements. Yo, that looks so bad from that angle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The measurements from flat. Yo, this nerd is actually like talking articulately, so I can't focus with with this penis in front of me.
You're so gay.
You literally tried to make me swallow it.
And you opened your mouth.
What? I'm here. Lambe. Eh, yo. Okay, if Earth is ball, how come? Okay, Earth is an oblate spheroid. What does that even mean? If Earth is ball, how come the force from the spin doesn't push all the continents and oceans to Ecuador? Um, it's hard to answer. You can't answer questions of an Earth created by an articulate and it created in all of its articulateness by an infinite God. That is unexplainable. You cannot explain all things in this earth. Lack of evidence, again, doesn't mean that you have evidence on your side. That just means the other side doesn't have complete and full evidence of everything. But we also have a lot of evidence against you. Doesn't push all the continents. Bro, do you know about Pangea? Educate him, Pollux. I want that huge lightsaber right in my mouth. Yo! And now I know why.
What is Josh?
Whoa! Now I know why you like Schumacher.
Look, tell him to open his mouth.
No, I'm not opening my mouth, bro.
Open it. They want to see it.
Are they you?
They want to see it.
No.
Open your mouth.
If any, only Pollux wants to see it.
Tell him to open his mouth. Then he'll do it.
Lambe, what is your opinion about this?
Yeah, tell him to open his mouth.
Ow! What are you stabbing me with that?
So then you can make a thumbnail. Dirty Sweets confirmed gay. Swallows lightsaber.
As soon as you came in, it went from. Wait. You can't. You need to do more research, bro. You can't explain everything, but you can find out something as simple as people living on a ball or a flat plane. What?
Are they telling you to open your mouth?
No, they're not. I've done a ton of research and I told you all the thing I'm researching. There's no incentive to fake it. It's not attacking the church or the Bible. And how about you explain it then?
Josh,
Why do we live on a flat plane and why are we psyoped? What is their incentive?
Wait, I have to tell you something.
Retard.
It's Josh when he sees girls, and Josh when he sees men.
Okay, no. Stop saying ball. Say it's round. Yeah, you kind of sound sus, Lambe. I'm not gonna lie.
Josh when he sees a guy.
Balls. Bullocks. Balls. This turned from a flat Earth stream to Aiden Ross gay stream clip. What are you doing back there?
Seeing if those were mine.
No, those are mine. You should.
Your nose is bleeding.
Oh, this is from before. It's not. It's kind of dry. What are you planning?
What do you mean? What am I planning?
Lambe, defend yourself. We got another viewer. Who's in chat? Oh, whoa, bro. Let me defame these flat earthers. Holy crap.
Read the comments over here.
I already did. Nobody wants you to put that in my mouth. I'm telling you. Yo, what the frick? Get away! Ah! Yo, what? Yo, this ain't a gay stream.
He got it on his eyes.
No.
Look at him.
Get out. Get out of here.
Oh.
You're weird.
Hey, let
Yo,
go.
yo, give me a bro. You're so gay. This guy put lotion all over me to be sus.
Sword.
That was not the sword. It was not your lightsaber from Wish. Yeah, bro. Why do you do this? You made me lose a viewer.
What are they saying?
Well, nice chatting. Keep dreaming about big spitty balls. Face green smiling. What? You keep dreaming about your flat earth because I debunked it like 20 billion times and you had no arguments. Oh, it's the green emoji. About big spinning balls. I just debunked your argument and you had nothing to say for it. And then you just had, well, you don't have 100% evidence. Nobody has 100% evidence of anything. Get out of here.
Suck the Bible.
Yeah. Christ is king. Big spinning balls. Yeah. I don't think he realizes he sounds sus. But I think, well, he's about to rage quit.
They want you to open your mouth.
No, they don't.
Tell him to open his mouth.
Tell him to leave. You need to leave. Hey, we got another viewer. Let's go.
Tell him to open his mouth.
I'm not opening. This is about flat Earth, not penises.
This is a sword.
So is a penis.
Look, it's in your hair.
Yo, when he squirt this, he got in my hair. You weirdo.
It wasn't me, it was the sword.
It was you. You're like a flat earther. Nah, I like him here.
Yeah, he likes me here.
Ow, bro. 4 viewers. Yes, open. No, I'm not opening my mouth.
Yeah, open your mouth.
Oh, get out of here, bro.
Open your mouth.
No,
Look, the viewers want to see it.
no, they don't. Only
Look,
one
open
viewer.
it. Oh. You have to open your mouth.
Out of here.
Open your mouth.
Get out of here. Let me debunk.
They're gonna leave if you don't open your mouth.
The flat earthers.
If you don't open your mouth, they're gonna leave.
No, they won't.
Look, see, he's sweating to see it.
How they?
Open your mouth.
Can you let me debunk these
That's
flat
probably the
earthers?
most viewers you've had on a stream.
Yeah, but
It's because of me, I'm telling you. So
why?
open your mouth.
I had the most viewers I had when I started.
Open your mouth.
Is there still lotion on that?
No, open.
Why?
I want to see it. They're gonna leave.
No,
Open your
they're
mouth.
gonna leave if I don't debunk flat Earth like I
No,
tried.
Watch. If they say to open your mouth one more time, even if it's
No
the same-
globe card can ever win a debate against a real geocentrist. Well, they have lost debates over 1 billion times. The only one they can't lose a debate with is Zerka, and if he actually faced the real globetards and not just Destiny, who doesn't know much about it, then
Look.
No,
Hey, you said that one. Open your mouth.
then
No,
then he would get debunked and destroyed.
Okay.
More viewers, they want to see you open your mouth.
Yeah, do it. See?
That's not the title of the stream.
Open your mouth. Do it. 5, 4. It'll be quick. 3.
You're gonna do a quickie?
Yeah, do it.
Yo!
No, open it wider.
Yo, don't
Open it wider.
don't touch my mic.
Open it wider. Open it wider. Go and look
No.
upwards.
I'm not doing that.
Open your mouth.
I'm not a porn star, bro.
Open your mouth.
I'm not a porn star.
Open your mouth.
I bet you Labe's jacking off right now.
Open your mouth. Wait, ready? Open it real quick. It'll be quick.
Lambe, what are your thoughts on this? He said, here, Lombe. Lombe, I'll make your day. Oh. Lombe, did that make you nut?
You're sick.
You you talking?
It's not me who wants to do it. It's them. They want to see it. Look, you're gaining viewers.
I have the same for you.
They're
No,
excited
I lost
for
a
that.
viewer. Lombe, did you just rage quit or you still here? Give me more flat earth arguments, please.
See, you made them leave because you didn't do it quick enough.
No.
Yeah.
Lombe. He's probably will rage quit. Who else is in chat? No. I already did what you asked. What are you, a pimp? You're never gonna leave? Lombe gone because of the gayness in the street. True.
I told you he was gay. Josh, when he sees girls, Josh, when
No.
he sees dudes.
That's cap.
Why'd you open your mouth then?
For the viewers.
You literally ate a lightsaber.
I'm chief. It's not a penis, so I'm chill.
You wish it was.
Nope.
That took a while for you to answer.
Because I was fixing my chair.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
This will be the decoration for the night.
No, it won't.
How can we set this up?
What?
This.
You're not setting that up.
Yeah, it's the decoration.
No, it's not.
They want it set up.
No, it's no. They don't.
Yeah, they want it set up.
It's a setup.
Yeah, say yes.
Say no.
No, say yes. Say
No.
you want it set up. So it'll just be hanging in his face.
No. How am I supposed to debunk flat earthers with that above my face?
Do it anyways.
Right, but you ruined
What are they saying?
nothing right now. Lombe rage quit. Oh, and we lost another. Yo, don't mess with my flowers. Frick, you doing? No, that is annoying to set up. Stop.
How to fix it?
No, you don't. Yes. No.
Yeah, see?
No. No. Stop. Get away from my stuff, bro. You just made the boxing gloves fall. Stop. You're making everything fall.
Well, I'll fix it in a second. We're trying to set it up like they want.
You mean like one person wants?
There we go.
Why? This is retarded.
It's your LED lights.
Yeah, but it's right on my face.
Exactly.
One viewers, they left because of this guy.
No, they like me. They left because you're boring.
Well, I pretty much debunked everything, and then I debunked this guy, and then I debunked another guy. And then Lilith gave us all those videos to debunk everything else. Bro, get off. This has just become a stream for Pollux's entertainment.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
One viewers. Hey, why is your foot on my desk?
Michael Jordan.
Okay. Get off. Cap your brother. What? Cap your brother and make 4 viewers?
Yeah, I made the 4 viewers.
Or was it me?
No.
What? I was going crazy debunking flat earthers going on Crusader mode. So.
Yeah, and then when I came in, then 4 people joined.
No, there was 3 people.
They're like, wow, there must
One
be
person joined because of you.
an entertaining man.
Michael, no.
2 joined because of me.
Hey, give me my phone.
Wait, I'm looking at something.
Michael Jordan. He said Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
No, you're gonna just. This only has works in one headphone, and you're gonna destroy it. Give me my phone, buddy. What is this guy planning? Hmm. What else is there to talk about? I mean, I pretty much talked about everything else. I pretty much talked about all the flat earth arguments and why they're bullcrap. And Lilith gave us all that content, and we talked about that. What else should we talk about? Pollux? He's gonna look at your search history. Wait. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
What did you do with my phone? What did you do?
Nothing. Just wait till one more viewer joins.
What did you do?
I
What?
didn't do anything. Just wait till another viewer joins.
Yo, I'm looking through everything. What did you
He's
do?
scared.
No, what did you do? Talk about Wagner group in Russian or Pokemon drama. What's Wagner?
Just wait till one more viewer joins.
Why?
'Cause I said.
What are you doing?
I said.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Who's Wagner? Come on, Pollux. We need answers. Hey, I'm not eating that again, bro. Pollux, we need answers. Who is Wagner? And is there new Pokemon drama, or is it still the dumb crap of her thinking that Twitch can destroy Kick?
What time is it, Doc?
Time for you to get a watch, and it's 12:40. This guy!
Tell him to let go of my lightsaber.
It's barely your lifesaver. The rebels in Russia? Russia Civil War? Let's see. Russian. Let's talk. Rebels.
Russian mercenaries swapped trench warfare in Ukraine
Hey.
for armed rebellion at home.
We must talk about the war. It's geopolitical. We need to talk about the social and economic state of the world right now.
Their leader vowed to march on Moscow in the gravest threat to Vladimir Putin's rule.
Why would they document that? That's stupid. There's no secrecy.
It triggered heightened security, global scrutiny, and this extraordinary statement from the president.
This is a criminal, adventuristic campaign. It is equivalent to armed mutiny. Russia will defend itself and repel this move. We are fighting for the life and security of our citizens and our territorial integrity.
Bro, you told Daddy Luke to come in?
Yeah.
Frick off. Yo, give me that.
Wait, let me see. I'm looking at what he said. Let me see. Let go. I'm looking at what he said. You're gonna break your phone.
You're gonna beg my vote. Why can't you comment? Luke? Lee? Okay, let's... Bro, Luke, we already debunked all the flat earthers. You're a little too late.
No, he's not there for that.
What's he here for? I'm not swallowing...
You swallow the soul.
I'm not swallowing that again! Talk about the two... Or talk... Huh. I guess you want me to talk about this too mad stuff. When he touched the miners. Let's
Josh, he's here to see you eat it.
I'm not eating that
Josh,
penis.
you have to once.
I already did.
Yeah, once.
Why didn't you just rewind the stream, Luke?
Once. Once.
Friends, too mad allegations get worse. There's more?
Josh,
How
eat
many
it.
parts are there?
Eat it.
Shut up.
Eat it. Eat it.
Which one of these should I
Ready?
watch?
Eat it.
I'm not.
Just last time. Go. I promise it will be the last time.
They all left.
No, I promise it will be the last time.
Pollux, are you still here?
I promise it will be the last time.
Is Luke still here?
Yeah. He didn't show him as a viewer. Ready?
Why are you
Wait.
tapping me with it? You weirdo.
Wait, open. Open.
Oh.
Go. It wasn't long enough.
No, wait.
Wait, go. Go.
No, that's a quickie.
Go quick.
That's a quickie.
That was a millisecond. Wait, go.
Yeah, that's how long you
Go.
last.
No, it's not.
How do you know?
Go.
Wait. What the frick? Oh. Where's my towel go? Give me this crap.
It's all in his face.
You weirdo. This guy's toxic. Cancel Micah. Okay, he's here. Another viewer in the chat. We went through all of the flat earth crap. So if you're here for that, I don't know.
No, they're here for me.
Too lazy to try? Yo, ain't this... Oh, wait, no, wait, this is a different guy. Looks cream from that huge lightsaber? Pollux.
Yeah.
Pollux is only here for you, Micah. Okay, we're gonna... Well, for the other viewer, if it's not Luke, we already went through all of the flat earth stuff and debunk stuff, so unless you're gonna say something for me to look into, we're gonna look into what Pollux wants to look into, which is the Doomad situation. Which one should I watch, Pollux? Which one? There's a ton. Come on, Pollux. Are you still on my phone?
Playing Crossing Road.
You're playing Crossy Roads.
Yeah.
Okay. Your choice? I watched the Cheetos, but which one did you watch?
You watch Cheetos?
No. I've only seen one video, so is there a bunch of videos? Bro, I feel like watching these 4-part series, but I don't know if I want to hear his autistic voice.
Me? What did I do?
Not you, this YouTuber. Fine, I'll listen to the Discord mod. Or more like the note emoji. What do you think, Pollux? Should I watch this or a different one? I also watched the Cheeto one. Huh.
Bullets want to see you eat the light skin one.
Who doesn't?
So the comedy meme YouTuber Too Mad has been having a complete meltdown on Twitter, tweeting non-stop over the past couple days, and losing about 70,000 followers on Twitter because of that at the time of recording this. And this all started...
Yo. My computer's being retarded.
when he quote-tweeted someone with a picture of a deceased transgender 16-year-old and captioned it by saying, "I have a girlfriend, bro. Look." As soon as he was called out for this, he deleted the tweet and then said, "Aw, I didn't know she died. I just thought she was hot. How the fuck?"
Yo, not only was it a minor, but it was also a dude. He should have swallowed this lightsaber, not me. He wants the trannies. He wants the trannies.
Fuck, I'm gonna get cancelled for see photo of girl I think sexy, cause leisurely strolling on couch Twitter, save because sexy, no idea of death context, someone calls me no life so I respond with here's my girlfriend, I found out she died, get cancelled even though I didn't know? I was like, why the fuck y'all mad at my girlfriend? You guys are incel level 9000, something bizarre is happening, and then boom, she died. What the fuck? I have sympathy for the trans community IRL. Ghetto Smosh makes a viral tweet calling out Too Mad on this, and then he quote tweets them by saying, I have a submersible trip to sell you, probably referring to the recent submarine
What's up with commentary YouTubers and saying they? You can misgender someone.
trip to the Titanic that went wrong, causing in the death of multiple people.
What? Sometimes. Oh, wait, sometimes it's retarded.
Sterilits
Like my what? Yeah, sometimes it glitches.
Yeah responds to Too Mad by saying, dude, I thought you were cool, but you were actually just losing it. I know this is your idea of a joke, but shit's not funny. She got stabbed to death. He quote tweets them and says, she got what to death? He then tweets out a picture of whatever this is. Bread responds to him by
He wanted to stab her.
saying, if you genuinely didn't even know, then you should be fine, bro. I don't know why.
What? I don't. Pollux, drop your age. My brother wants to know. How old are you, Pollux? We're dying to know. No, I'm not. You just asked. No, I'm not. You are.
Everyone's pissed. But Dr. Ballknower responds, I don't even gaff about the whole situation. My hater energy just fuels me. Not
Pollux says he's 14.
even hatred for Too Mad. I'm just a day one hater. Too Mad responds, what? He then
He said, I'm a minor. You're lucky Too Mad didn't go after you.
says, aight, logging off for the night, bye.
What? What, Micah? What? Stop sending Luke Lee pictures of my before and after transformations. Stop, bro. You're the weirdest guy ever.
Hi, I'm getting rate limited. Too Mad quote tweets another person calling him out and says, well, maybe it's a demonstration of how unfair the internet is, cause that's unfair as fuck. So how about this? I didn't know and y'all never get me below 700k followers on Twitter. Shrimp Fried Rice responds with a picture of a Nazi dog and says, ATP, you were just trying too hard. Just end it, man. Too Mad then responds with this picture of an Asian man. Zero says, can someone just JFK Too Mad the next time he goes outside? Too Mad then responds with another picture of that Asian man. He then posts an image of a crying furry with shadows in the background depicting his alcoholic father performing domestic abuse.
Oh.
He then
Of course Zero said this. Zero of all people? That's the guy who supports a pedo. Oh no, that is the pedo. You're a pedo and you're gonna tell this guy that he's wrong for also being a pedo? You're both pedos and you're both wrong. Allegedly. But Zero is actually a pedo and has been exposed for grooming minors. He would groom you, Pollux. Yeah, he's trying to play the righteous card? No, I don't think so.
says, if I donate 20k to protect trans kids, is it fixed? Twitter, if I bench press 2 plates, is it fixed? Hello, Too Mad. I have several accounts of you being inappropriate with minors. Would you like to respond to these allegations? Too Mad, I made it. Sarah quote tweets Too Mad and says, I will tie you to a chair and scoop your man titties repeatedly until they start to chafe and eventually bleed. Too Mad then responds again with that Asian man. He then tweets out a picture of a sad ant and says, sir, Twitter is very upset with you. Aw, fuck, what? Did you hear about the red plastic cup update they're adding to Roblox? Dubis Goobus responds to Ghetto Smosh's call-out post of Too
Is this just tweets or are we gonna actually like get some of that video evidence? It's all tweets. This guy really does love reading tweets. Oh, here's the Too Mad actual allegations, not just a bunch of retarded
So in
tweets.
part 1, I talked about how the YouTuber Too Mad got in trouble on Twitter after posting a picture of a murdered teenager and pretending she was his girlfriend. Now that was pretty bad and got Tumat in a lot of trouble, but things got a lot more serious when Goldie Bell on Twitter tweeted out, "Tumat is psychotic. What he said about the trans girl is genuinely how he is IRL. He's way worse IRL. Most sociopathic person I've ever fucking known. If you were reading this, Mude, this isn't an excuse to try talking to me again. I'm completely serious about involving the police. Just saying, but Tumat will never change." This was talking about Bianca Devin.
What? Yeah, he's on a whole nother level of sauce.
She then shows some Discord DMs between her and him, where he talks about another teenage girl murder victim, Bianca Devins, by saying, "My neighbor was stabbed like that, not gonna lie. Yeah, dumb fuck couldn't do it because he had a knife." Goldie Bell responds, "I want to change topics." Tumat responds, "Okay, let's talk about that shit is like happening daily. Dog, I got some epic shooting videos I can show you." Goldie Bell responds, "No, I'm gonna step out for a sec." Tumat responds, "I am demonic. I would watch gore in Discord VC with Patreon subs. Best moments. We got a bond over gore. Enter my infotainment system, babe." Goldie responds, "You were freaking me out." She continues tweeting when she says, "At this point, I don't care about censoring his name or hiding what he did. He stalked me for 11 months after I blocked him for his shitty behavior." Tumat responds, "Okay, call the cops, do it. They'll be like, who asked?" Jane responds by saying, "Guy is actually psychotic, the fuck?" Goldie Bell responds, "This isn't even the tip of the iceberg. He's done significantly worse stuff." Jane responds, "I knew he was bad, but not this bad." Goldie responds, "Yeah, it's bad." LX says, "Yeah, that's a human." Goldie responds, "Fucking insane," to which LX responds, "I think..."
Can we get to the actual allegations and not just tweets? There we go.
She follows us up by saying, "Going to add this to that video, but he did not stop trying to talk to me after this. It took another 5 months till he fully stopped." Peter responds, "A few questions. How did you get the footage of all that? What more? Or if this gains traction, cause like, it's a huge accusation that could send Tumat to jail. Anyways, it's dark out. I'm tired as fuck, and my brain is running off of a Jacksepticeye video in a dream. So I'ma hop off. You take care though. Best of luck." Goldie then responds with this video in the caption, "Twitter won't let me post the whole thing. This is the main part."
Okay, I at least want to take responsibility for what the fuck I did, you know? You know, like the way I treated you and like viewed you, this is not like okay. Like I pushed past your fucking boundaries just for like my own fucking self-serving reasons. I made like sexual advances you weren't comfortable with, you know what I mean? And I truly do like regret all of that like so much.
She follows us up by saying, "Going to add this to that video, but he did not stop trying to talk to me after this. It took another 5 months till he fully stopped." Peter
Is he a minor, or is this just him being a psycho?
responds, "A few questions. How did you get the footage of all that? What was the convo that started it? Was he fully aware of you recording him saying something that could at any time be used against him?" Goldie responds, "He recorded it himself, alone in his car driving to Oregon or something, and texted it to me after I blocked him."
I am literally driving, but I'm literally in Oregon, fucking Washington, Oregon. Dab. Okay, so apology. All right, so I can't take the damage away that I've done.
Polix is leaving me. I would go out, do your stuff about the Earth flat or mooning landing rigs. I did all that, so if you're leaving, I'll probably just end stream, unless somebody else in the chat is actually in the chat, not just Luke orbiting. See you later, player. I'm playing your game. I'm ending this stream. We're done talking about all